Everyone, and welcome back. Today we're looking at Lego set 30222. This is a small police helicopter set, all of 33 pieces, not very big. Fun little set to have. I don't know how readily available it's going to be anymore. I did get this off of Amazon. I don't know if there's anywhere that they might have some stock of these or whatever. Fun little sets to, just kind of get out for the kids and go from there. So with a set like this, you get a small instruction booklet. If I can get her all opened up. And in the background, you see that we have some of the sets that I've been working on lately. Again, I do apologize trying to kind of make do and get some sets put together when I don't really have the best setup available. Now here we are once again at the pool table, so things go by a little bit easier, trying to get all this put back together. It just kind of helps things out a little bit when I have the extra room. But thank you for putting up with me when I was kind of a little lacking on the room and trying to make do on a small little table and going from there. So I've put a couple of these together already, and I will kind of show you what we've got done. So putting these together is a little bit faster for me at this point. So I think we can kind of talk our way through this a little bit and get things kind of going. And it is kind of nice seeing these little sets. I really do like the planes, the helicopters, and all that stuff. My wife kind of laughed at me because growing up, I thought we were all going to have helicopters and planes and all that stuff at some point. But that reality has not come to light. But in my Lego city, I do have quite a few planes, helicopters, and so on. As we get everything all together here. Now, some of the things I have been changing on my setup here, oops, and I'm messing all this up. I'm missing a couple steps here. I need this to go a little higher for one, and for two, we do have to have these pieces on here, as well as this, because that is our blue and red police lights. If I can get them, we have the two blue police lights here. On the back, we do have a red. This isn't really supposed to be there, but seeing that I do have an extra one, and I've had an extra one on all three that I have here, so yes, I do have three of them. It's a fun set and fun to put together, so not a big deal. Now I've had an extra one of these. Now it doesn't say to put it here, but I've been putting it on here as my little antenna. There we go. This goes on there, and we can get our pilot in here. Now what I've noticed on all of these, and I'm going to say if you get any, you'll probably find the same issue. So we do have one of these. Actually, I guess that's supposed to go in the back here, which probably explains where I'm getting them from. But there is one extra blue, so depending on how you use it, so I really hadn't put them on the other ones. So what that gave me was a little bit of extra rotor blade. Now, I don't know where all my Technic pieces are, because I do have a couple extra sets sitting around on my pool table, the floor of my pool table, as well as extra pieces. So I have thought about taking some of my Technic pieces where I could actually have, sometimes they're used as rotor blades, sometimes they're used as swords, some of those pieces, and instead of having this on there, having that on there. And I do have a piece where I could have three Technic pieces kind of coming out. So I kind of thought maybe using that on here. But in the meantime, without doing any of that, I do have one with only two blades, a second one, but I did not put that second piece back here, and it's still functioning pretty good. and that's at 2 blades, and then this one is actually at 4 blades. All right, so now it does explain why I have the extra pieces, seeing I was not putting that extra piece back here. However you want to do it, if you want to have them with just the 2 blades, very easily fixed. But I thought, you know, if I had the extra one, I'd do it, but unfortunately I wasn't paying attention to it, and I don't know why, because I was, well, I guess I think I was watching a TV show, and I really kind of missed that piece there. But either way, however you want to work it, it does add there. But if I do get those extra blades, I can put those on here, and then I can essentially come up with a little bit bigger blade system here. But for a small little helicopter, this is a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to need a little bit bigger police station. As you can see, I do have another police helicopter. I've got a bigger police helicopter on the city, but I think I'm going to need some more helipads. So, and I guess instead of these guys taking their vehicle home or their car home, I guess they're flying their helicopter home and landing it on their driveway. Or maybe they can lend a hand as the T-Rex is kind of coming through, kind of trying to eat everybody up. Maybe hopefully I can get a couple people out of harm's way, or they can distract them. But either way, it is a fun little set. Some of the other newer sets that we get do, and this is a little on the dusty side, have a piece coming out here, so this works a little bit differently than this. This is an older style. Either way, they are small, fun little sets just to have fun with in either regard. Just wanting to add a little extra fun with the police helicopters in my town and going from there. These were, I think, like $8. A little bit more expensive, but not too bad. Typically with the poly bag sets or whatever, they're not overly expensive, but you know, they can add a little extra fun to your city, whether you're being chased by dinosaurs or trying to search for missing people, whatever the case may be in your own town. But here we are. With that, thank you so very much for joining me today. It's wonderful having you here, and I will see you in the next video.